And a gracious good morning. It is the St. Patrick's Day edition of Your Carolina. And, of course, we're keeping our distance. Good to see you. What county are you in? Pickens over there?
I am over in Pickens.
County. I'm in Greenville County.
How's Greenville doing?
And we're not making fun of things, but, you know, you kind of have to lighten up occasionally with this stuff. That's all it's on the news.
That's
the coronavirus.
What this hour is going to be, a lighter look. Maybe you get a laugh. And
to help you get through perhaps being in the house cooped up. God bless you, teachers. We got you students at home.
Yeah.
We got your students at home.
I've seen the funniest memes. One of my cousin who's a teacher up in Maryland sent one that said, some of y'all about to have to be with your kids full time for the next couple of weeks. You're going to see, teachers, we weren't lying. You know, when they call you and be like, little Jackie talks too much. Like, not my kid, they're perfect. And
I wish I had that report card from the second grade. That's what it said. Jackie likes to talk a little bit too much.
This was the best one because I know my producer and Heather, we will talk all the time when it comes to like the math homework. There's so many times I text, I'm like, yo, what? Because their kids are like one above Will, so I'm like, what does this even mean?
You're talking about our Heather.
Our Heather, right, Crazy Craft Later, and our producer Christina. So one of the memes says, all the kids been learning Common Core math. All the kids have been learning Common Core math. They about to learn how to carry the one with their homeschool teachers. Because that's us. We don't know Common Core. We know how to, like, when you're doing division, you carry the one. You're going back.
Can we not get rid of Common Core and let the teachers do what
you know what? There's bigger fish to fry than Common Core, so I don't even care. There's other C words. There's other C words that we need to get rid of right now, and Common Core is not one of them.
Well, one of them's cursive. I'm not happy about that still. I gnash my teeth over. What's the deal? How do you write your name on a check and have your own personal signature?
Again, I want to go back to the world where that was all we had to worry about. When cursive writing being out of the schools was the big, that was a fun world. I
look back and my daddy could not write worth a flip. And he was right-handed. So he wrote in block letters because nobody could read his handwriting. So he started this trend.
He was your daddy. He's a trendsetter.
Well, yeah, among other things.
And he was a trendsetter.
There are some good stories. There are some neat little things people are doing. You said to share this. I did find this in my notes.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Ready.
There is a perfume company in France.
Okay.
Fragrances. One of the big names, and I can't get it out. You know, name of Christian Dior,
Coco Chanel.
Chanel, Coco Chanel No. 5.
Yeah.
Anyway, the perfume company has now shut down perfume manufacturing, and they're producing hand sanitizers, liquids.
So your hands will smell good.
And a man was in a restaurant, knowing it was probably going to cut back, you know, in service. I don't know where this was. I was in Michigan. And the guy knew that was the last day to sit and have a waitress and stuff like that. So he gave the waitress a $2,500 tip. Sweet.
Nice.
And let's see.
Nice. What was it? Was the bar in Nashville that they gave all their employees $1,000? He was like, I know that's not a lot. It's not going to go far, but it's something because all that risky.
Tips.
And I thought about that too. Think about all those people in Nashville. They just had that tornado, so some of them don't even have houses to quarantine
in for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that just hit me this morning. I was like, oh my gosh.
How about this landlord? This was in the state of Maine. A landlord let all his tenants know free rent next month. I mean, you can do that. How about the kindness postcard?
I like that. Tell me about what do you do? You
sign it?
Well,
you type it up, and you know, you can find postcards. Well, you could buy the postcards. I guess they still make them, don't they?
Yeah,
Put them in the elderly friends' mailboxes, and they will have your name, your phone number, with an offering to do some shopping, deliver food, whatever. But it's primarily for, well, it could be for anybody, but primarily for your elderly neighbors.
The ones that really need
a kindness postcard. I love that stuff.
Well, here's what I love about this show, and we've said it many times, and you're going to see us doing lots of posts about this on social media, that we really want to use our platform to really help the small businesses, local businesses here in our upstate. So keep posting, you know, like if you're doing certain things during these times, and we'll try to talk about it. I was at Bradshaw yesterday doing
Is that you on those Bradshaw commercials?
That's me, I know. Do I look the same? But I was out there doing it, and they were like, oh my gosh, they just, you know, their phones were blowing up. They were getting all these new incentives in from, like, GM.
Are they?
Like, some of the stuff now, 0% for 82 months.
Well, I think I could refinance my house, too.
Yes.
I mean.
We did.
Right? The Fed.
Yeah. I'm talking with our friends from North Star after the show today.
That's fine.
So we'll get some good. You'll hear that tomorrow. We'll play that interview tomorrow. But our friends at Back to 30 too, they're going to come on Friday to talk about some stuff. They said because if you come in today and you get like any service that you normally would want to get, they'll also give you a free B12 shot. You know, the B12 like really kind of keeps you.
I take a pill every morning.
Yeah.
B12.
So just some things to think about if you.
Just think how hyper I would be without the B12.
I don't want to go to that. I don't want to go to that.
You got a birthday out here.
Yes. Y'all, did you remember, did you wake up and be like, oh yeah, it's St. Patty's Day?
Oh, I knew it, but what'd you do, change clothes?
I did. I was like in blue. I had this like blue dress. And I was like, oh, it's St. Patty's Day. Oh, I have one thing green. So this is what.
What's your green dress?
Yeah, well, I have like a Christmas green, but I already wore it, so I couldn't wear it again. But the reason I say it is because when you see this lady, you know she likes to embrace life and St. Patty's Day. Y'all, this is Lucy Wall. She is 108. 108. She lives in Charleston. Karen Kapp said, can you please wish her a happy birthday?
Certainly.
And we said, yeah. Does Lucy Wall not look like she lives life to the fullest?
Can you imagine living that long?
I mean, green nails, green light up lights. I want to be like Lucy Wall when I grow up. So fun.
You go, girl.
Yeah, so send us the good news. We want to share good news. We have an hour to do that.
Well, I've got not really bad news. We're going to postpone some things. Caring for the Carolinas events, of course, are possible through Ingles, Bath Fitter, and Unclaimed Furniture. Well, we were going to Gaffney today to shred at Ingles. Now, we're going to have to postpone today, so we will not have the big shred 'em up, shred 'em up truck today in Gaffney at Ingles. We won't be shredding, so we'll keep you posted on any planning to do it again.
That will definitely be rescheduled. We know, you know, we hear you. We get your emails. When are you shredding again? We know that is
people love that, and it's free.
I know. Well, you're probably like, where is Jamarcus? We always bring him in at this time of day, especially when it's a holiday, because today is St. Patty's Day. I know a lot of celebrations happened this weekend before we really were told the slower roll on being around people. So Jamarcus, he's joining us from our Spartanburg studio. We want y'all to go to our Facebook page and answer our question today, which of course is brought to you by Spinks. On days like this, how do you celebrate? Do you celebrate?
St. Patty's Day.
Still like social distance.
Oh, I know. You ready?
Yourself.
I go through the drive-thru at McDonald's and get my Shamrock Shake.
Oh.
So I've socially distanced myself.
But then you're
But I got my Shamrock Shake.
Apparently you socially distance from 30 miles away in Spartanburg. Apparently that's how I'm socially distancing now.
You're lucky you're that far away because I would pinch you. Where is your green,
Yeah,
Mr.
you don't
Jamarcus?
pinch during coronavirus. You may get some hand sanitizer squirted in your eye.
We'll do a virtual pinch.
Yeah, I'll take a virtual pinch. But I don't know. You socially distance during coronavirus. Probably you celebrate by just buying yourself a bottle of wine that you may have, you know, sent a robot in to buy and delivered to your car, and then you just pop that bottle at home by yourself. I don't know.
FaceTime? Can we, like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, can we do FaceTime stuff? Because our gym, you know, I told you it was going to be the saddest day ever when we finally got the news that the gym was shutting down.
Right.
And it did. Last night at 6:30 it came in. But they're doing online classes. When you would normally go, they're still going to be online, and you just kind of log in like you do like a conference call, so you can still get. So that's a good way to kind of celebrate and still socially distance yourself.
What would we do without the internet?
I don't know.
20 years ago, 30 years
That's the
ago.
cool part about what's going on with this coronavirus is it's forcing people to be a bit more creative when it comes to technology and how we use it. And hopefully it helps a lot of businesses that otherwise just wouldn't be able to make it. And like, coming up later in the show, we're going to talk about some of the other ways that we can help small businesses that are going through this. But it's tough times. We don't need, there's no breaking news from us to tell you that there's going to be some tough times coming up. But we got some ways that we can help. So.
And just in the time that we're like, yo, we should like get off of our phones and be more interactive with people and have it. Okay, yeah, let's pause that for just a little while, and then when this is over, then let's take that advice. Just not yet, right?
No, not just yet. But we're gonna give them some great things that they can do. And Megan, I know you have an event that's going to be coming up too, where people can help. I know Table 301 is doing a really cool thing.
Yeah, DeMarcus, they are doing, because we love our Table 301 restaurants, and they're trying to make sure everybody's safe. So they are starting to do these big family-sized meals that you can get if you follow them on social media. I mean, they were like mouth-watering. Last night, I was like, I want all of them. They're for like 4 people, between 3 and 6. You can pick them up every day. It'll be something different. You got to just give them, all you got to do is give them a 2-hour notice. So you can either call them, you can hook them up on social media and be like, oh, I want that lasagna one or the stuffed pepper.
Do they bring them in the
ones.
car? You got to go pick them up?
I'm sure they will.
well,
I'm sure they will
would.
bring them. I think it's like just like a little quick grab and go
Yeah.
that you can get.
That's
But
neat.
but that's a good way that one is kind of keeping those restaurants open. It's giving the cooks and everybody
called
something
being
to
creative.
do. Being creative,
Yes,
and
indeed.
it can feed your family, and it's like good food too.
Yeah, I think it's
really
a good way
food.
too. We talk about checking in on your elderly neighbors, and that's a good way too to like pick up a bunch of those and then dropping it off.
Drop
You don't even have to
off.
go
Yeah.
in. You can just kind of knock on the door and leave it there. That's a good way to kind of check on them, make sure they're all right. Because a lot of them, I know some of the stores are making it like an hour early for elderly shoppers to get in there and get what they need.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great way to do it too, to check on your neighbor during
Yeah.
this time.
That would be a great way. See, look at us, DeMarcus. We put all of our heads together. We'll come up with good stuff.
We'll
By
come
the
up with
way,
one
there's
complete
your
thought.
virtual pinch, big boy, wearing a blue.
There you
blue
guys
suit.
go.
There's your
I miss
virtual
you guys.
pinch.
I don't know when I will ever see you again.
Don't say it like that. You're going to see me tomorrow. Don't say it like
I
that.
know. I may see you tomorrow. I don't know.
Okay, and
Uncertain
we'll
times.
we'll see you a little while in the show because you
And
got a
you'd be
good
good
segment
because
coming
you're
up.
in the same building with the boss.
Oh yeah,
That's true. He's
We're
yeah.
not.
right there.
You got to be a real good behavior. We'll check back in with you in a little while, J-Man.
Sounds good.
We do have a trivia question. I did want to mention the Pendleton Festival has been canceled.
Was that this weekend?
No, that's the first Saturday in April,
Oh,
but
okay.
she just wrote me and I wanted to pass
Okay.
that along. I hate that. A question, what is the most planted fruit on the planet? We can say it another way. Again, the largest fruit crop in the world. What is it?
Huh.
What do we plant? The
That'll give me
biggest crop.
that'll give me something to think about for the next 30
Well,
minutes.
it should, please.
Yes.
Deep
All right.
thoughts.
Coming up, we still have a great show for you. We're going to talk about how to simplify your wardrobe a little bit and kind of get ready for spring. That'll be good. And a local photographer, they have a new book out, right, Jack?
They
It's all
do.
on Greenville.
We're going to be talking to them around about Greenville and the Carolina Blue Ridge. They're coming up.
And as we were talking about, there's a big impact, of course, on local businesses during this coronavirus. So we're going to talk about a great website that you can go to keep up track of what businesses are doing, which ones are open, how their times have changed, so we can help save them during this uncertain time. More Your Carolina coming up after this.
Furnishings for Your Carolina are provided by Jeff Lynch, appliances, electronics, bedding, furniture.